Today I'm going to teach you guys how you can create this cool glowing car trail light effect for your music videos. Let's go. Now this has been an effect that's been popping off really recently. It's been in the #2 music video by Lil Tecca, the Shibuya music video by Ski Mask, and just a bunch more. It's a really cool effect. Now real quick, you will need the Saber plugin, which is on the Video Copilot website. It's a completely free plugin you can download and install for After Effects. So just go ahead, download that. It's linked below in the description. And then let's go back into After Effects. So now we're in After Effects. We have our clip right here. We want it looking like this, okay? So it has this cool like glowing trail effect. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go layer, we're gonna hit new, we're gonna create a new solid, and you can just name it whatever. I'm gonna call this Saber Trail. Use our pen tool and make sure you're selected on this solid layer, and we're just gonna go ahead and draw a just basic simple line, just like that. Boom. Let's hit the drop down on this solid, and we're gonna turn down the opacity just a little bit so you can see through what we're actually drawing on. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna adjust this line so that it is like in the correct alignment of a trail effect that this car would have. You use your cursor tool to readjust it, and then we're gonna go to the very first frame. We're gonna hit the drop down on mask, hit the drop down on mask 1, and keyframe mask path at the very beginning of the clip. Very important. Then we're gonna go all the way to the end of the clip, and then we're just gonna adjust that keyframe until the last frame where you see this car tail light. So I'm just gonna select that and then just readjust that trail. So make sure it looks like it's following the tail light the whole time. And then you might have to go into the middle of this keyframe and just readjust it in case if the position goes off a little bit. It's really just a keyframing job. It's very simple just because it's only just one line that we're tracking. You can go ahead and readjust it. So now once you have a perfect keyframe trail, you can go ahead and go to our effects, and we're gonna search for the Saber effect plugin. We're gonna drag and drop this onto our solid layer, and now you're gonna see it turns everything black, and we have this new cool Saber. I'm gonna turn the opacity back up to 100%, and now let's go ahead and mess around with some settings. So the Saber plugin, honestly, I still don't know why they keep this thing free. Like this should 100% be a paid plugin, but it's free, I'm taking it. Anyways, it comes with so many presets that are just like super sick that you can create a bunch of different cool looking Saber effects. Personally, my favorite, especially for this effect and what I think they use for this music video, is the burning trail. And what you're gonna do is obviously set the glow color to red or whatever color you want for your tail lights. I'm gonna turn the core size down to about like 0.5. Then I'm gonna change the bias up to around like 1.1-ish. That should be pretty good. And then we're gonna decrease the glow spread to about 0.05. I might even bump up the glow intensity to about like, let's do like 46%. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit the drop down on your flicker and then turn that flicker intensity all the way up to like 500%. And I'd say turn down the flicker speed to around 12. Those 6 settings right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just copy all those and you should have a pretty cool looking flicker effect. You see we play this out, we have this nice looking flicker effect. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to go to our customize core dropdown, and we're gonna change the core type from Saber to our layer mask. So you're gonna change Saber and select layer mask, and boom, now it's tracked on to that mask that we drew. And now all you have to do is change this blending mode to screen, and boom, voila, there we go. We have this nice looking like trail effect. One last setting I forgot to adjust is we're going to increase that core softness just a tad bit so that it's not super sharp, and boom, now if you play that out, we have this nice track trail effect. It looks super sick. Now of course, just go ahead and duplicate this process for the other tail light. It's basically the same thing. You can just even go ahead and hit Command D and then just readjust the keyframes. Very simple. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some real sauce. Most people don't tell y'all about this, but we're gonna go ahead and add some camera shake. That's the #1 tip to make any effect look good, is add some camera shake. Now of course you can add some camera shake inside of After Effects, but we're gonna go ahead and hop into Premiere Pro because I do have some secret tips of how you can create some awesome looking camera shakes all inside of Premiere. So let's go ahead and hop into Premiere. I have my exported video clip right here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and create an adjustment layer, and we're gonna make sure that's about 24 frames per second. Drag that onto our timeline. I'm gonna go to my effects and I'm gonna search for the Shake It Up V2 pack. Now this is a camera shake preset pack that we just dropped on our store, 11%.net. It's absolutely insane. It comes with like 50 presets of camera shakes. I'm gonna just show you guys what it can do. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the EP Shake Zoom Out 2 onto our adjustment layer, and you can see already it's created some insane looking shake effects. That looks like ridiculously intense, and it's insane that we just drag and drop Didn't have to keyframe anything. Everything is already pre-custom keyframed. What I can do to make this even more intense, or if you want to make it less intense, let's go ahead and apply like a hit. You can see right here, we have that Shake It Up V2 folder. There's so many different presets in right here. We have heavy shakes, medium shakes, spins, rotations, hits, just a bunch of crazy presets. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a hit, which is about 6 to 8 keyframes on adjustment layer. And boom, that looks absolutely insane. So I can go ahead and put that at the very beginning, and then we can hold Option or Alt, duplicate it, and then just make it cut to another clip. So that's absolutely insane. So we have this crazy looking shake effect and camera shakes all built inside of Premiere Pro. And of course, if you're on a budget, because I always teach everybody the non-paid option, you can of course just go ahead and duplicate this adjustment layer, and I'm gonna search for transform, and I'm gonna apply that to my adjustment layer. I'm gonna turn off the composition shutter angle and turn up the shutter angle to about like 167. I'm gonna create a keyframe at the position at scale at the very beginning, hold Option or Alt, duplicate those, go to the very middle, scale in a crap ton. Let's drag this over the video clip so we can actually see what we're doing right here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and mess around with this position like a crap ton so that it just moves all around the footage, and we have a bunch of crazy looking camera shake. And now if we play that out, boom, we have some camera shakes, some from our preset pack and some that you can make custom. So if you want to spice up this effect and other effects as well with some camera shakes, you can check this pack out at 11%.net. I'm serious guys, this saves me so much time, create some dope looking camera shake effects, and they're all drag and drop easy. So with that guys, here is the final result.